Onthebuzzer.com. You guys know Edge over here. I want to introduce a little something over here.
His name is Drunk Dre.
Straight from the streets of the Burbank. We got Andre Dre, as we like to call him. Here we go. We got NFL.
And we don't have Ramek.
Yeah,
if you notice.
Management wanted us to mix it up a little, get rid of the stiff, bring in some new blood.
A lot of complaints about someone who doesn't know much. So.
We brought in some knowledge. Dre, let's start. Well, I'm just going to throw you right into the fire. NFL, here we go. From last weekend, Thanksgiving Day, Green Bay at Detroit, Brett Favre going in.
I'm a believer.
Are you a believer?
That's it.
Dre?
Well, great game. He's great.
Final. 37-26. Weren't you the guy that was saying that he should retire in the beginning of the year?
Probably.
Huh? Because you were singing that, so probably, huh? Now it's a great game. Let's move on. Let's go on.
Not a great game, but a great.
He had a great game.
He's having a great season. He might be the MVP next to Tom Brady.
I think so. I think so.
Especially because he doesn't have the weapons.
Right, let's move on.
Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about the Jets. Probably the worst team in the league, or one of the worst.
You knew they were going to lose.
Okay, don't interrupt me while I'm talking, dude. We knew they were going to lose.
Tell them who the boss is, right away. Establish it. Establish it.
The Cowboys laying a whooping in Big D. I knew they were going to lose.
Me too.
In Big D?
Definitely. I think you took the Jets, didn't you, Edge?
I didn't take the Jets. Did I take the Jets?
Why would you?
Why would you say I think I took it? Is it because
I'm controversial? Let's talk about.
Anyway, the Jets had no chance. And Detroit had no chance.
Hey, don't look at my notes, Dre. Look at the camera. Tell the people.
And Atlanta had no chance.
We're not there yet, Dre. We're not there yet. Take it easy. Let's talk about the Colts. They've been struggling as of late, losing 2 in a row against the Chargers and New England. They finally go to Atlanta. Everybody walks over Atlanta, and they pound them.
Good thing they won this game, because if they had lost this game or if this was a close game, it would have been bad news for Indiana.
Bad news for Peyton Manning. They needed this win, especially with all the injuries they've had. Let's keep it rolling, guys. Let's talk about your New Orleans Saints. I don't know. I'm surprised that they showed up. We all picked the Carolina Panthers last week.
We all?
Yeah,
Who's
me,
all?
Dre, and you picked the Carolina Panthers.
I did not pick Carolina, you idiot, 1. And 2, Dre wasn't here. It was the thing, Ramek.
Listen, the thing was here, but now we got some new blood in there.
I don't jump off the wagon.
The Saints.
My Saints came out there and laid an ass whooping.
They did lay one. Drew Brees came back, the Drew Brees of last year. Reggie Bush has been missing. I don't know where he's been.
He's not missing. Stop it, okay? Just stop it. Tell this guy to get back on that.
No, because it's the whole team.
It's the system. It's the whole team's having a bad.
Can I say that? They're overrated, maybe?
No.
No?
See?
No, just no. Just shake your head.
Even
can I
the
give a
heroes
reason? Tell me they're not struggling.
No one's saying no one's saying they're good.
They're 5-6.
No one's saying
they were picks to go to NFC Championship games. Yeah, they had a great year last year. Feel good story, coming back.
Listen, they got off to a bad start. When you get off to an 0-4 start, it doesn't matter what you do the rest of the year. You're not gonna fulfill what everybody thought you were gonna do.
I've seen some 12 and 4 teams make it to the.
That's fine, but you're not gonna win 12 games in a row.
Guys, let's move on. Chad Johnson, Cincinnati. This is the Cincinnati that we expected this year. They win 35-6. Chad Johnson sets a record in Cincinnati, most catches, most receptions, blah blah.
What was that thing that he had though, man? Did you see when he scored that touchdown?
He got the video camera. He started.
I mean, how stupid is that?
Well, we got him right now.
How stupid is
that? You know, if you're losing, you got a losing record. He just went and like commandeered.
Showboat. The team sucks. They have a losing record.
Yeah.
They haven't done anything this year, but let me showboat because I caught a touchdown.
We're about making your play better.
How about these modern day athletes? Tell them about modern day athletes. That's your term. You keep that term.
You mean pulling out a Sharpie out of the...
Yeah, that's exactly. We don't need it, especially when we're losing.
Nobody knows
this. Sharpie out of your sock.
Nobody knows this, but Dre invented the pulling the Sharpie.
Which Dre?
This Dre.
He did invent it. All I know is nobody on the New England Patriots does this.
Yeah, true. And the new Randy Moss definitely didn't do it.
Guys, let's talk about this as a shocker, this loss. The Giants, Eli Manning, choking big time at home against the Minnesota Vikings. No Adrian Peterson.
How many interceptions?
Like 100. They ran 3 back for a touchdown. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, pretty bad. I mean, that's like just when you think Eli Manning is going to be a good quarterback and you think he's going to be maybe like his brother, he ends up having this game and it's like... You know,
he's not his brother, but you know what? He's better than what he showed. I'm a little disappointed.
But he did say, you know what? In fairness to him, I know he had a terrible game, but it's like one of those games where it's like you get off to a bad start, and then everything just kind of tumbles, and the game just doesn't end. You know what I mean? It's one of those. It got out of hand, and screw it. Whether he throws 4 interceptions or 8,
I'm a little disappointed with Manning. Dre, what do you think about him?
That's why this Keto Thursday's game is big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The NFC.
You're jumping on the previews right now, Jimmy. Hold on.
Manning's team has nothing to do with the NFC. Forget about the Giants.
That's why he's not.
It's Green Bay or
Well,
not.
how do you feel not having control over?
Don't worry, by
over
the end
your
of the night,
co-host?
I'll have him in my palm right now. Guys, let's talk about, this is your team, the Raiders. Both of you guys
Don't touch
represent your
me.
team.
Don't
They beat
touch
you
me.
guys. They beat the Chiefs. I'm going to say the Chiefs.
your team.
Chris Holmes retired.
First time in God knows how
injured.
many years.
The Chiefs are like 7 or 8. The Chiefs are garbage this year. I'm embarrassed to wear this right now.
What about?
Oh, you're wearing it. It's the only clean thing.
It's the only NFL shirt I
What
have.
about my main man Vargas?
Justin Vargas from USC, baby, doing it. He's on my fantasy team.
He's on his fantasy team, but don't forget when he said he's garbage. All right, don't forget when he said Justin Vargas is garbage. And I didn't jump off his wagon. I said play Vargas and don't play Lamont Jordan. You laughed at me.
I did.
What? You're gonna do this? You're
I
gonna
played Vargas.
I want to play someone who's gonna play hard every single down. He's gonna throw his body in the
That's a
fire
great line.
every single time.
Yeah, let's move on. We're running out of time.
Tell us what he had.
Yeah.
31 rushes for how many yards?
150 yards. He was on my team. No, 140 yards. He's
22 rushes.
And then he's
22
and a
rushes.
touchdown.
That's the other guy. That's
Colby
And one
Smith.
TD.
Colby Smith. Yeah,
And a huge first down on third down clinched the game. Let's forget about
Let's
that.
talk about a couple other games really quick. Baltimore and San Diego. This is the San Diego we all expected. They're in first place in their division.
How are they in
Might-
first place? That's
Because
what I
the
don't
division of the
understand.
weakest with the Broncos,
How the hell did they end
Chiefs,
up in first
and the
place?
Raiders. You can't really expect anything
you
else.
could back in.
North Turner, they're gonna. These guys are backing in.
He knows. He knows about backing in, Drake. He knows about backing in.
Anyway, let's also talk about a shocker on Sunday night. It was a little closer than we thought. New England only winning by 3 at home against the assy Philadelphia Eagles.
That's why it's going to be tough to go undefeated because even if
They got
you're a
5 games
perfect
left.
team, there's always that one game.
Yeah, they're supposed to lose to Buffalo.
Yeah, they were supposed to, but they didn't.
Supposed
But
to,
that's why
supposed to.
it's harder than people think.
I
It's just not as easy as you think it's going to be. And I'm not saying they're not going to do it, but it's tough to show up every
This
week.
game is telling me one thing. Donovan McNabb needs to leave that team. They need to get rid of him. AJ Feely is a solid quarterback. The Donovan McNabb era
Who
has to come
doesn't
to an
bitch
end.
and complain.
Yeah, he doesn't.
All right, I don't want to hear somebody complaining when your team.
Every
loses.
quarterback from the
McNabb's always injured.
He's always injured, and when he's not injured, he's playing. He's bitching when
Yeah.
they ask him questions and they doubt him and this.
throwing
and that. I
everyone
don't
on the
wanna
bus. Every quarterback. Didn't he come out with Cade McNown and stuff? Huh? Achilles Smith? All those guys?
What's
Come on,
your-
Dre, you're the
McNabb?
stat player.
What's your
Yeah,
point?
McNabb.
What's your-
Every quarterback from that year is falling apart.
Yeah, but
Going down
McNabb
the
had a few good years, so don't hate on the guy.
Max few. I'm hating on him right now. Let's talk about another good team who we thought was actually pretty decent, but choked Washington Redskins at Tampa Bay. The Redskins are just not doing it. Not
No,
doing it.
and you know what? It's funny because Jason Campbell looks good.
He does.
He looks good,
I like the guy.
but it's just you can tell he's going to be a good quarterback. Problem is always down the stretch at the end. He forces a pass and it's picked. 2 weeks in a row now he throws a pick at the end of
I
the game.
just think.
But you know what? At this point, it's like stick with the guy. Let Washington have a average year, and if they don't make the playoffs, they don't make the playoffs. You stick with him; he'll be a good quarterback.
I just think their offense is Clint Porter is a little bit overrated. That's why Denver traded him. And
I don't know about
I don't
that.
know. I'm not sold. Let's talk about.
Are you sold on anything?
I'm sold on this show. It's the greatest show ever. Onthebuzzer.com, baby. Check us out. I'm sold on this guy right here. I'm sold on this guy. baby.
So far, I know
This is
this
our new guy, dude.
So far, I know this much, Ramik. This guy, in how many minutes? 8 minutes, has said more than he's said in 100
ratings
shows
are jumping
combined.
through the roofs. Let's
Combined.
One last game. Denver going to Chicago. Rex Grossman. Hello.
Sexy Rexy.
37 points. How did the Bears
Drake,
put up 37
tell us how the
points?
Bears put up 37
I'll
points.
tell you how, Drake. Devin
got
Hester.
hurt.
Devin Hester.
Devin Hester
has
sick
2
as fuck.
touchdowns. When your special teams is providing your offense, you have problems. I know they won, but this team's not going in.
Could he go down as the all-time greatest kick returner?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, the guy's like, every time this guy touches
Say
the ball,
it,
something.
say
I
it,
can't,
man, say it.
I'm trying, I can't.
This is what we have. NFL. Stay tuned for our preview next week on thebuzzer.com.
Drop Drake.
Dre Day right here. You guys know the edge. We'll see you.